Welcome to a very special Christmas episode of The Bottom of the Stream. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick, and welcome aboard the Streamboat. I hope you've got a comfy chair and a lot of popcorn.
Me too.
Because you're
Fire's going.
going to watch a movie with us.
Yeah, let's do something we've never done before. It's going to be quite fun.
Yeah.
It's been the first time me and you have watched a movie together for ages.
Well, I mean, we do watch-alongs, don't we, every month
Yeah, true.
in the Discord.
Not in the same room very often.
We're actually together.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
same room. We've got microphones.
I'm going to be able to see the light in your eyes dying as you watch this movie.
Should we dim the lights?
Yeah, we can do.
Let's dim the lights. We're going to watch a movie. Why would we want lights on?
I think, do we dim them or do we go like
Do you want to go colourful Christmas
bit of green or red for Christmas?
Oh, let's do it. How exciting.
I don't know if this is like, should be an on-air chat, but you've got this, so this is what it is. Nice. Like it. Very festive.
Thanks. So what are we doing, Nick?
We are going to watch Mr. Saint Nick,
We are indeed.
which stars Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah. Christmas Kelsey Grammer. What
Uh,
more do you need?
And if you're in the UK, you can find this on Amazon Prime.
You can
you wanna
indeed. Yeah,
watch
we've
along.
stepped away from Netflix for once. So yeah, Mr. Saint Nick was released in 2002. It's a PG and runs for an hour and... Well, IMDb says an hour and 40, but Netflix, Amazon tells us an hour and 27. Those lights are annoying me already.
Yeah.
I'm going to change the light.
Just do a constant colour. And yeah, an hour and 27, presumably including credits, so it's probably
Yes.
more like an hour and 20 of actual movie.
Yeah, so what we're going to do...
IMDb is lying, unless there's an extended director's cut out there with all the good stuff in it.
Maybe. So what you need to do now, you people listening, is navigate your way over to your Amazon Prime app, however you're going to watch this. Search for Mr. Saint Nick. You will find it on there. You then need to skip through any adverts that you may see and stop your movie at 0000 of 127.21. And in a second, we'll count you down and we'll watch along with you and we'll tell you when to press play. And we're not going to talk all the way through it. That'd be annoying. We're just going to watch it, and anything that might happen or have a conversation about in the meantime, we'll chat about.
Sure, and I'm sure there'll be various tangents, and
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll ask you. I want to ask you about some Christmassy stuff.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Let's just see what happens.
Okay.
As usual, we've planned none of this, so
No, there's no plan. Do you want to count down from 5, Nick?
sure.
Let's do it.
5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
press play now. And it's playing. Kelsey Grammer's name's on the screen.
Wow. I mean, he's had an interesting career, hasn't he?
Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah.
Just a bit. Funnily enough, I've just watched the last season of Frasier.
Yeah.
It's quite good. It's much better than it has any right to be.
Oh, it's the role he's born to play.
Oh, look, it's that guy.
Wallace Shawn.
What is Sean?
An incredibly recognisable voice.
Yes.
He looks to be playing some sort of an elf, and there's a reindeer walking towards, I'm going to say, Santa's house.
Looks like it to me.
There's the big man.
Hey, Santa. Who's playing Santa? I'm on it. I'm looking. Charles Durning's playing Santa.
Here's Mrs. Claus. They've not gone with the Foxy version.
Charles Durning coincidentally died on Christmas Eve 2012.
No.
Yeah.
The irony. Interestingly, Wallace Shawn's head fills that hat.
That's quite a hefty fire Santa Claus has there. I hope it's not nylon clothing that it's
Yeah,
wearing.
Santa's got his posh robes on.
He has.
Bring forth the sack.
That's what your wife used to say. That's how you ended up with 2 kids. Is she the sack?
Well, talking of sacks, I don't know if this is an overshare, but I actually had a vasectomy this week.
Did you?
Yeah. So
How have you not told me this?
There's going to be no more children
No,
in
wow.
the future.
How's that?
It was weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
It hurt a bit for at the start.
Smarted.
But it took like 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thanks, I think. We've already gone off piste.
We have, sorry. Santa Claus' son's not shown up. Oh.
I think this is... I've just realised Santa's holding a flaming torch. This
Yeah.
is supposed to be the passing of the torch.
Ah, okay. I think we know why their son isn't here. I think he's in Miami Beach.
There's a Frasier's leading a conga.
No matter what Kelsey Grammer does, he can't look cool, can he?
No, but he doesn't.
Is that going to be his missus? If that's going to be his missus, he's done well for himself.
Considering Kelsey Grammer has, should we say, maybe not always led the healthiest lifestyle, he's never really aged.
No, he's aging well. He looks good in the new
Yeah.
Frasier. He looks well.
I think he's hosting some sort of mega beach party.
Looks like it.
Yes, he's being introduced to a hot lady.
I've just gone into Kelsey Grammer's IMDb facts. I've got a good one. I'll wait till this scene's not so chatty.
Apparently he's been on the front of a Miami magazine, the character, as the most eligible bachelor
Oh, okay.
in the city. Slim pickings.
He's got the heck of a forehead, hasn't he?
I try not to make the 5-head joke. Oh, he's got an English butler.
Kelsey Grammer's father was murdered in 1968 in the Virgin Islands.
Really?
Yeah. His sister, Karen, was murdered in 1975 after finishing a shift at Red Lobster.
Shit.
He also had 2 stepbrothers that were killed in a shark/scuba accident.
No
So
way.
you can understand why he's fucked up a little
Yeah.
bit, can't you? Not a good life.
Where's the Kelsey Grammer biopic?
Yeah,
he
I
can
need
play
to-
himself.
I need to see that.
Oh, Wallace Shawn's a wizard,
A
not
wizard.
an elf.
Okay.
He's never not worked, this guy, has he?
No. That's quite the eyebrow.
So this was a practice ceremony, and the real one will be on
Ah.
Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Time is frozen.
Oh,
Kelsey Grammer has been teleported in a cloud of baubles to the North Pole. So do you think St. Nick's just been on assignment for...
he's like the rogue
40
son, isn't he?
years.
He's like the Prince Harry of this family.
Yeah. There's a lot of good eyebrows in this movie.
That's some great eyebrow work as well. Hers are painted on.
What's the best Christmas present you've ever had?
Oh, wow. That's a really tough question.
Is there any that stick in your mind?
I remember when I was a kid, I got an Amstrad CPC 464.
Okay.
I think I was 7. It was my first computer. And I remember being ecstatic about it.
Did you set it up same day?
It was set up ready for me and it was on a desk and everything. I remember it vividly and it just got wrapping paper draped over
Oh,
it.
amazing.
That was really cool. I did a lot of gaming on that when I was a kid. All the games came on cassettes.
Yeah.
And they take like 25 minutes
Yeah.
to load. Which we've not come very far because when you put a new game in your PS5 now, it takes like 25 minutes.
Exactly.
He's got a distinctive voice, hasn't he, Kelsey Grammer?
Very much so. I wonder if he had to audition for that X-Men role. Do you think he just got it because of the voice?
Yeah. Kelsey Grammer doesn't have to audition.
Mm.
Would you want this job?
What?
If your
Being
dad...
Santa's
Yeah, if
heir?
you were raised as Santa's son, would you want to take over from your dad?
I don't think you get a choice, do you? It's like being royal.
Yeah, like Prince William.
I tell you what, though, this is already got a bigger budget than I expected.
Yeah.
Like the actual, just the set and the costumes here at the North Pole are not bad.
The CGI bauble thing a minute ago was a bit.
Yeah,
ropey.
that was very.
That was of its
dodgy.
time, I think. Every Christmas movie, Santa gets to do that speech, don't they?
Yeah, it's true. What year was this from?
2002.
So it's 20. Oh,
20.
that's 2020.
22 years old. 21
That's
years old.
crazy.
I feel like she's much younger than him.
Definitely. This would have been around the time Frasier finished then, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
By the way, it seems like it's an open secret that he is the heir to
Oh, people know.
Santa, I think.
She's 15 years younger than him in real life.
Right. Do we know her from anywhere?
That is Elaine Hendricks. She's... No.
Okay. Not at all.
Mm. No. Nothing that I've ever heard of. Quite a lot of stuff, but I've never heard of any of it.
Oh, they're gonna get Nick Saint Nick to start up a .com business. It's the early 2000s. Oh, he's getting business cards handed out from everyone.
Oh, he just kissed her right on the neck. That was weird.
That feels like it's in Grammer's wheelhouse.
What, neck kissing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like he'd go for your neck. It feels a little bit.
I like Kelsey
Grubby.
Grammer. I want to put this
So
out.
do I.
We are going to abuse him quite a lot in this
Yeah.
movie, I think. Oh. I just accidentally made Charles Durning my favourite actor on IMDb. I didn't mean
Oh,
to
well
do
done. Didn't even know you could do that. I just think, like, when you are so, you are just that character. He's played Frasier for so long.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just Frasier playing Santa.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not Kelsey Grammer. It's Frasier.
I feel like Frasier is Kelsey Grammer is Frasier. They're like the same thing.
Yeah.
Who's that guy? He's really familiar. Is his name Jasper?
Yes.
That's Brian Bedford. Look at his IMDb profile picture.
His IMDb profile picture is from, I would say, the late 70s.
Agreed.
Maybe some time to get some new headshots.
He passed away in 2016.
But probably not worth getting new headshots. Do we know him from anything else? He does look kind of familiar. Generic English servant.
He's in one episode of Frasier.
Okay, fine.
He's in 2 episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. In 1 episode of Cheers as well.
Oh, lovely.
You might know his voice.
Might I?
You might. He plays Robin Hood in the animated Robin Hood movie, The Fox.
Really?
Yeah.
From the 60s?
Yeah, 70s.
70s? Wow. The cook seems to have just quit.
The cook has quit.
Did you used to watch Cheers?
Yeah, I used to love Cheers. I remember the night the finale of Cheers aired, and I made a big thing of it. I was really gathered around the TV to watch it.
I've seen the odd episode, but I've never really watched it. Was Frasier like a weekly?
Yeah.
Big, was he a big character in it?
Yeah, so there was always like the same
He was
people
one of the
sitting
bar
around the
flies.
bar. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
one of the bar flyers. Him and his missus. I wouldn't say he was one of the main ones because it was like the 2 guys who sat at the other end of the bar,
Yeah,
and they used to but he was the butt of their jokes.
got ya. Because they were like
Who's this guy? Oh, he's immigration.
because they were like the blue collar guys, weren't they?
Yeah. The Norman Cliff.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what's happening now. I think people are getting interviewed for the cook's role,
Oh, okay. I think we've missed something.
or we're in the job centre or something, and a detective has turned up, questioning their immigration status, I believe.
Okay.
This very pretty Latin woman is clearly going to be another love interest for Kelsey Grammer in this movie.
Nerdo. I can't find her on the cast list. Agent Nerdo is Colin Cunningham.
Agent Nerdo.
He was in Preacher. Do you remember Preacher?
I do. I mean,
He was also in Falling Skies. Do you remember that? That was
I
great.
do, yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah. So Jasper's just overheard that this lady is a excellent cook.
Oh, there she is.
There you go. He's offered her the job already.
You remember Love Victor, the spin-off of Love Simon?
Yes.
She plays the mother in Love Victor.
Oh, okay.
Victor's mother. She's also in Arlo the Alligator Boy.
No, fantastic.
She's been on the show. We've got a connection. She plays stroller mom, interviewer, and rich woman. Look at that phone. Tunes. What tunes is he going to play? He's going to crash. Nick is going to crash the car. You're going to miss it. He's going to crash into his own new cook. What are the chances? It's a small world.
I mean, it's quite serendipitous we're watching this. So, Lupe Ontiveros,
Okay.
who was her just on screen playing her aunt,
Yes, yeah.
was Rosalita in the Goonies.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the cleaner.
Yeah. It's quite the cast this movie's got.
She is also no longer with us. She
Oh.
passed away in 2012.
Oh, the same year as Santa Claus. Wasn't it Christmas, was it?
No, it was July.
Ah. She's always, you think she's going to get sacked. That was a lot.
So they're now talking about setting up basically a website where people can offer to give away
Swap
things
stuff.
in the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah, but I feel like this guy's up to no good.
Yes.
This feels like he's up to something.
Why hasn't he got the cuffs done up on his shirt?
Because he's cool.
That's worryingly flamboyant.
There's some legs. Sure they're attached to a lady.
What do you think you would have been doing in Christmas 2002?
Whoa, what year was that?
It was
2002.
probably 2002.
22 years ago. I don't know. That's the year before me and you went to America.
Yeah, I'd have been at university.
Yeah. I was still at my first job. It's a long time ago, Nick. I don't know. Just hit him really hard on the back.
He lives on his own, right?
Yeah. He's got
How
a-
much stuff is she cooking? Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 pots on the go. Or 4 pots on the
He's got
pan.
to feed all the staff. He appears to have a lot of staff for it, considering he lives on his own.
Something in the oven. Yeah, you need oven gloves, love.
Oh, he's recognised her.
She literally just went to get that out of the oven with bare hands.
She didn't want him to recognise her. She was panicking.
Oh, she's giving him back chat.
That's what he needs. He needs somebody to tell him off.
He needs a challenge. That's
many
just Frasier.
Yeah. So far, that's all he's been.
So is that pineapple?
Oh, Jasper's putting his foot down.
If you watched all of the new Frasier,
Yes.
do you feel it misses the fact that he's the only one that's come back, or are the new characters enough?
I think the new characters really worked. I don't know. I don't think it does. I think Nicholas Lyndhurst saves it a lot.
That's really interesting.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Roz comes back in the finale. Spoiler alert. She's in the finale episode.
Right.
She's looking great considering she's like
Yeah.
20 years older than she was last time I saw her. But no, I don't think it does. He plays it more of as like a doddery old man now.
Okay.
Because that's what he is.
Yeah.
But no, the backup cast are good. Nicholas Lyndhurst's great. The guy who's playing his son is really good. I'd recommend giving it a watch. If you liked old Frasier.
I did, yeah. I used to love Frasier.
I think it's on Paramount Plus over here. You know, if your surname's St. Nick, you wouldn't name your son Nick, would you? His name's Nick St. Nick.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so.
Strange.
Yeah, but then you've got like, it does happen, doesn't it? It's like Gary Neville's dad called Neville.
Yeah, true.
Neville squared. N2.
Never two.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. That'd be a great nickname.
Oh, we're back in the North Pole. Santa's alarm's gone off.
It's looking his age, isn't
the
it?
Long Johns. Looks like he's got massive breasts. It's just the way he's sitting. I'd just be like,
Valhalla.
I'd be like, she's gonna go and have flat share with Thor. just like, suck it up, Nick. It's one night a year you've got to work.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So Santa's got out of bed in his nightshirt and directly putting his Santa clothes on top of it.
Which have just ripped off.
Yeah, like his Hulk.
Who do you think is the best movie Santa? Because this guy looks great.
It's a good look, isn't it?
It's a good voice as well.
Yeah. Oh, we've now got Nick St. Nick filming the ad for his new business. Who's the best movie Santa? It's a good question.
I think it's David Huddleston from Santa Claus the movie.
I mean, he's great.
I think for me, he's my.
He's great. Dickie Attenborough's good.
Yeah.
Miracle 34th Street.
Good shout.
Billy Bob Thornton. Bad Santa.
All right, kids. That was very Frasier as well. Lose the what?
Flop sweat?
Flop sweat?
I don't know what that is.
Not do I.
Unless I've misheard it.
Must be warm in there.
So this Santa, which Kelsey Grammer's got going on, is he's sparkly, isn't he?
Very sparkly.
It's not a velvet get up. Let's lose the cripple. That's what he just said.
Oh, what? It's a Christmas miracle. Is that the first problematic scene in the movie?
Yeah, that's pretty problematic.
They've also now got an empty wheelchair in shot, which is weird. Oh, it doesn't even do up at the front. That looks well weird.
It's like they've squeezed him into a sausage casing. Santa sausage casing.
Is it inflated or is he just massive?
He's not that big. I reckon it's padded. Oh no, the suit is self-tightening. The magic is taking over.
It's like, do you remember that movie Clown that we watched where that guy couldn't take the clown suit?
Yes.
It's like that. Okay, so he can't not be Santa. He has to be Santa.
So, when I was dressed up as an elf
Oh, yeah.
earlier this week, I had this elf costume I'll wait till Kelsey Grammer's finished inflating. Trying to rip off the suit. I had this
His
elf.
Imperial Hoe.
I had this elf suit, which I did feel would have gone up in flames
Oh, really?
if I'd have been just near a radiator, let alone
Was cheap.
a spark. And it was just felt. And it all was far too big, apart from the hat, which was really tight. So I think I've now got a massive head.
I don't think you've got a massive head.
And the problem was I couldn't quite pull the hat down enough because it's got big fake ears on the side of it.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't quite pull the hat down far enough over my own ears. So all night, like, most of the kids were calling me Four Ears.
That's great work from those kids.
So it wasn't ideal.
Nerdo's back. He's looking through the wrong end of some binoculars. He's getting his hair cut.
On his own porch.
It looks like Porn Stash from Orange is the New Black. That Christmas tree's just reminded me, right? I showed a picture of my Christmas tree to one of the girls at work today.
Yeah.
And she went,
Did they think it was Sandra Bullock?
She said, I love tat Christmas trees.
Oh.
I've never been so offended.
Did you then ask to see hers and you could have made a
She hadn't got hers up yet.
What?
Exactly. I was so offended.
Did you
my
question
tree?
it?
You've seen my tree. It's not a tat Christmas
Oh, I
tree.
wouldn't have said so.
Thank you.
Well, if yours is, mine is.
Yeah.
I would have said yours was quite traditional.
Thank you. I was very offended by it. She's left now. She's going to have a baby, but good riddance. Hope she doesn't.
I
listen.
would say, with apologies, if this is your thing, then absolutely fine. All power to you. Do what you do.
Yeah.
But I would say a tat Christmas tree is like one of those multicoloured ones.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like a pink Christmas tree.
Yeah. With
I'm
tinsel.
not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I would say that would be like a tat Christmas tree.
Me too.
Not just like a green tree with.
I even zoomed in. I was like, look, it's not a tat tree. I was showing her all the different stuff on it. I was fuming.
So Nick is now hosting some kind of
Soiree.
gathering. I don't know if it's the launch.
I think
of
it's
his-
the launch. There was a banner outside. What is it? It's a videotape.
It's the dailies from his from the ad they were filming.
The film has just aged itself. He's holding a VHS. What's he rolling out?
Good God, there's so many staff in this movie.
I love Nerdo. What a legend.
The immigration detective is busting the place. Kelsey Grammer's passion out with.
Lady who's 15 years his junior.
I've not even picked up her character name. I apologise.
Racist. Heidi Gardell is the lady's character name.
Okay. He's got the immigration cop's got a bit of like Walton Goggins about
It
him.
has a little bit, yeah.
The cook's got to get her papers. Oh, they should have called him Agent Narco.
Yeah. They wanted to make that Nerdo joke at the beginning,
Yeah.
didn't they? Nadia's having a weep. She's still walking around with that cassette. Seems to be good to his staff. Doesn't seem like a bad guy.
No.
The suit appears to have stopped attacking him.
Oh, it's a TV on a trolley. It's like being at school. You knew you were in for a treat when they wheeled the TV in.
That tree's more of a tat tree than my tree. They're talking and kissing at the same time.
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Want to try it?
What now?
If the next scene sounds a bit muffled, you'll know why.
Depends what you're kissing. Oh, they've done the deed.
Is it cold in Miami at Christmas?
No.
No, okay. Is it ever cold in Miami?
No.
Okay.
It's tropical.
Did he meet her like a day ago? 2 days ago?
Yes. Nixon Nick has just expressed that he wants Heidi to be Mrs. Claus. Hang on, if his name's Nixon Nick, how can she... Where does the Claus name fit
Yeah.
in? Is he Nicholas St. Nicholas Claus?
If you're claiming St. Nicholas is his middle name.
I don't know, I'm confused. There's a lot of glass in all these offices.
Yeah.
It's very early 2000s.
Very early 2000s. Yeah, look, I knew he was up to something.
Yeah, they're going
It's
to
a
take. They're going to
scam.
take all the profits.
It's a scam. They're going to take everything. Everything people donate, they're going to have.
Oh, now she's
She's
doing the
pashing off with that
doing
one.
her naughty with the .com guy.
Look at that laptop.
Absolutely scandalous.
It's very soapy in these moments when it
Yeah.
cuts to the house.
Yeah, the soft fade and then
Yeah,
the.
it feels very Frasier again.
Talking of like you mentioned the laptop there, but it's like maybe because phones are more ubiquitous even, and you see like someone using an old style mobile phone. Like I said a few weeks ago on the show, we watched a few Friends episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I can't remember phones being that big. But even that laptop there, it's like
Massive.
the girth of it.
Girl.
It's just well thick.
The director of this went on to direct some pretty good TV shows, you know.
Go on.
He did. He's done only just like the odd episode here and there.
What's the guy's name? Let's give him
I
credit.
probably should shout him out, shouldn't I? Craig Zisk is his name. He recently directed 2 episodes of Halo. New Amsterdam.
Did you watch Halo?
No.
No, me neither.
Elementary, Manifest,
Oh, wow.
Veep, Santa Clarita Diet, Sneaky Pete, Preacher, Fear the Walking Dead, Agent Carter, The Good Wife, Kingdom,
That is very respectable.
Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. 5 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It doesn't appear to have ever done another film, though.
Talking of being on Amazon Prime, because we are watching this
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime, the new season of Reacher premiered today.
Oh, did it?
And that first season, that was fantastic.
I never watched it.
Oh, you'd love it. You'd
Would
really like it, yeah.
Oh, I'll check that out.
First 3 episodes, I think, are there today. And then it's
Okay.
coming weekly.
He just had a moment with the cook.
Oh, he's not messing around. I mean, I feel, again, quite true to Kelsey Grammer's wild side.
Yeah.
So he's showing her the ring he intends to propose to Heidi with.
She's just fell for him there. You can see it in her eyes. Look, she's fallen for it.
That's because she's seen his massive ring. Back at the North Pole.
We'll go through the lists.
When I was an elf.
Bryan Adams.
When I was an elf this
Yeah.
week, we did this thing. Right? The chap who played Santa wasn't his first time. And he'd bought a clipboard.
All right.
And it had on the front naughty or nice list.
Okay.
And under it, he'd flip it over, and under it was a blank piece of paper. And he'd say to the kids, if your name is on this list, this is the naughty list. And if your name's on it, only you can see it.
Ah, clever.
And he'd go, can you see your name on the list? And they'd all say no.
That's cute.
It was cute.
I definitely would have written one kid's name.
Yeah. Someone's turned off the northern lights.
Shit.
I hate it when that happens. Santa's dropped toys. I mean, is this getting really dark and Santa's getting dementia?
I think he's just lost the ability to be Santa.
Because he should be handing the torch over.
But I think the torch has handed itself over without the ceremony happening.
There is said torch.
Yep. It's got reindeer on.
And here's young Saint Nick just constantly kissing women.
I love Victor's mum is getting all gutted about it. I feel like if the Aurora Borealis went out, it'd be on the news.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, probably understandable given its running time. This is moving very fast relationship-wise, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, she's now, in one scene, totally in love with Nick Saint Nick.
Completely. I like Jasper's waistcoat.
Yes. Lovely salmon. I must say, though, considering it's from 2002... And obviously the sort of aspect ratio is not up to scratch.
No.
It doesn't look too bad, does it?
No, it doesn't. Did you hear that joke that she just
I missed it, sorry.
He wanted to put the ring in the souffle. And she went, you can't. She should choke. I mean, could choke.
Very
That's
nice.
funny.
Big blonde.
Big blonde. It's not very nice, is it?
Jasper knows the score. He
Jasper's
knows they
figured-
all love him.
Jasper's figured it all out. He's on this. Kelsey Grammer is 16 years older than the lady playing the cook.
How old is Kelsey Grammer now?
I'm on it. I think he's touching 70. Bad timing.
Ah, he's been zoomed back to the North Pole just as he was going to propose.
Kelsey Grammer will be 69 in February.
Oh, okay. Oh, his mum and dad want answers.
It was awful. Is it me, or does this film feel like a Frasier's fever dream?
It does a bit, yeah.
Because he's just playing Frasier.
Yeah.
That guy's got a great Santa voice.
Yeah.
What's that elf doing in the background? He's just playing with fire.
Here we go. Daddy issues. Has there ever been a movie exploring what Santa does when he gets home after he's done the rounds?
I don't think there is. Or what's he do for the rest of the year?
Well, I'd love to know. Like, so he gets back. What's Santa's Christmas Day like? Does he just go to bed?
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Or does he stay up and plough through and have a Christmas dinner? And
That's a good point. Does he get gifts?
yeah.
Who brings them to
Or is he
him?
not bothered? It's like...
He must go sleep. He must be knackered.
We're back to the proposal to Heidi.
She's agreed. Even though she is scamming him. He can zap himself. Oh.
So Nick's starting to gain the Santa powers.
The Santa powers have been transferred. Nobody realizes yet. Oh, that looks like a good cookie. Look at the size of it.
He is inflating, isn't he, old
Yeah.
original Santa?
This is King Nicholas the 20th to give him his full title.
Wallace Shawn's back, the wizard.
On his eyebrows. I'd like a Mrs. Claus origin story as well. Where did she come from? Where it's like, how did they meet? What was she doing before she met Santa Claus? I want that. That's never been done. I'd like that.
They do touch on it in one of the Santa Clauses because he meets her and she joins him. Do you think he ever goes and just sits on a beach?
What, Santa Claus?
Yeah. So that's a barbecue.
Yeah, probably.
What's your favourite thing about Christmas?
The food? Is that bad to say?
No?
I love Christmas food.
I agree.
Christmas desserts have never done it for me.
I'm not a massive dessert person. I'm more of a savoury person anyway. So for me, when we're talking about the food, I love a Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
I don't understand people that don't like sprouts because I think they're brilliant.
I didn't used to like sprouts.
Yeah.
But the recent years I've eaten a couple.
Nice. I think turkey gets a load of stick undeservedly.
I've got a lot of time for turkey.
I just think people don't always cook it right.
Correct.
And the other good thing about the Christmas food is, it's buffet, it's party food. You just can't go wrong with having living on buffet for a week.
Yeah, you're right. I like giving gifts as well.
Yeah.
As I get older,
Sure.
I've really enjoyed giving gifts.
I think since having kids as well, especially since they've now been older, I know it is a cliche, but seeing how excited they are is awesome.
Yeah. Do they know what they're getting, or is it all like
They have
surprise?
done a Christmas list.
Right.
Yeah, but they don't.
They don't know exactly what they're going to get. Do they
Yeah.
get everything that's on the list?
No, not necessarily.
I need to adjust my seating position.
It's a candlelit dinner on the beach for Nick, St. Nick and Heidi now. Nick wants to get married on Christmas Eve. When
What
he
day
should
is
be
it?
he should be working.
What day is it today?
Oh, I'm not sure.
This is a real shotgun wedding. These two only met like 2
really
days ago.
is. He just did the Santa laugh.
He did. He's done it again.
I mean, this isn't.
Bad?
It's not bad. It's not what I was going to say. Is it's not wildly different to the Santa Claus, is
No,
it?
it's not.
He now cannot stop laughing, and
In Miami?
the Northern Lights have turned up in Miami.
You ever seen the Northern Lights?
No,
I'd love to.
yeah, I would
It's
as well.
my absolute dream. But you can't guarantee it though, can you?
I have a colleague at work who lives right up at the top of Scotland, and she can sometimes see them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I like. I do want to see them, but not in Scotland.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them in like Norway or something.
I'd love to go to Norway.
Yeah, I would.
I've never really fancied the whole like Lapland
No.
thing, though.
I imagine it's just really commercialised now. There's
Yeah.
like hundreds of people there. The torch has gone out. You can't zap him home anymore. Ooh. It's going to ring him.
A personal Jesus.
It's going to ring him. Can't get him. Can't zap him here. I'm going to ring him.
Jasper's had a different colour waistcoat on in every scene.
Yeah.
That's where the budget's gone.
I think he's my
Waistcoat
favourite
budget.
character so far.
I feel like Nick's been a real fucking dick to his dad.
He has. He really doesn't want that job.
I mean, look, I get it sucks about your dad being Santa because you don't get as much attention,
Yeah.
but surely you do the rest of the year. He's like the world's dad, Santa.
Do we know how Nick has gathered his fortune?
What, as in his Playboy Miami lifestyle?
Yeah. I don't think we've been told, have we? Unless we've been waffling on whilst he's told us.
They've just. I sort of get the impression he's just been told again, sow his wild oats before he returns home for a.
Like Prince Harry did when he went to Vegas. That
Yeah.
time.
I really want to see a Kelsey Grammer biopic now.
Yeah, same. I wonder if does he think he's ever written a book? Like an autobiography? Let's have a look.
He is fessing up about the whole Santa is my dad.
He has written an autobiography,
Oh,
but it was released in 1996.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm not reading it if it doesn't include a detailed breakdown of the making of Mr. Saint Nick.
It's called Kelsey Grammer So Far. Look at the picture on the front.
Oh, it's when he still had like the bold
The
mullet.
hair, yeah. How much it is on Amazon?
I am going to guess $23.99.
In hardcover, it's £34.52.
Oh, wow.
In paperback, it's £71.45.
Wow.
can also buy a signed picture of him for $21.99 on Amazon. Somebody. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say the two ladies are now arguing.
What?
Over Nick St. Nick.
Somebody's released a biography of him this month.
Oh, okay.
It's called Kelsey Grammer Beyond the Laughter, A Life Unscripted. It's £4.76.
That seems much better.
This also isn't the only Christmas movie that he's done that's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, that feels like he might have done a few in this time period, especially.
There's only two, and the other one came out last year.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's called Christmas in Paradise, and in that one, he lives in the Caribbean. So he likes making Christmas movies in sunny places. He just heard that in his head.
Can Tanta read minds? Is that a...
I think he can read kids' minds. That's how he knows if they're naughty or nice. How has nobody figured out what's going on yet?
I guess it's the old sort of hiding in plain sight and no one believes him.
Is this the woman who was Rosalita in the Goonies?
Yes.
She speaks English in this. She doesn't in the Goonies. I wonder if she's learnt it in the preceding years or she actually could when she was in the Goonies.
Why in my brain did I even think, what use is that in my brain for me to go, that woman might be the woman from the Goonies, look it up on my phone to check it, and it was.
Did you? Is that how that happened?
Yeah.
That's weird, man. When was the last time you watched the Goonies?
I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
How did you even... I watch the Goonies all the time and I didn't even now I wouldn't have picked that up. That's very impressive. It's definitely a wig, though. I would have figured out that this was the mum from Love Victor by now, though, if I hadn't looked it up. There's only half an hour left. You said earlier that it was going at a pace, but I feel like nothing's happened.
I more meant that the relationship aspect is going at a pace.
Because I know what's going to happen now. He's in the rest of this film, right? He's going to find out that he's being scammed, and then he's going to turn into Santa Claus. Yeah. That's where we're going, right? And he's probably going to end up with her at the end.
We've got a kind of calypso version of Jingle Bells going on as well.
Two drummers, but they've only got one drum each.
My wife used to play these steel pans.
Really?
Yeah.
What? How do I not know this? I've known your wife for a long time. Really?
Yeah. I'm just going to check out MrSaintNick.com.
Oh, okay, good idea. I'm just going to text your wife and see if she'll play the steel pans for me at some point.
No, the page can't be found.
We should register it, Nick. Register it. When this episode comes out, this film's going to get a lot of beef. Nerdo's back, by the way. I don't know why I said beef then. That's not what I meant. But pretty big deal, yeah.
What happens in your Christmas then? Is it sort of a day and done, or is it?
Yeah, it pretty much is these days.
Does it extend beyond Christmas Day?
When we were kids, Boxing Day was a big day in the
in
the household. So we used to have everybody around our house on Boxing Day.
Okay.
So we used to go to a pub at lunchtime, and then everybody would come back for a big Boxing Day party. But that kind of fizzled away as we got older, and now it is kind of just Christmas Day and then one and done. I don't think I have any Boxing Day plans this year.
Santa and Mrs. Claus are in the sleigh and they are heading to Miami.
But the reindeer will not cooperate because he is not Santa Claus.
He just said, I can't get it up. It sounds weird to hear an American say bloody well.
It does. It very much does. What about your Christmas with various families? Does that go over more than 2 days?
Christmas Day at our house, we're cooking. And then I believe Boxing Day is at the in-laws.
Okay.
And then...
Have you got any family on Christmas Day, or is it just you and the kids?
Yeah, the in-laws coming over.
Your in-laws are coming
over. And then between Christmas and New Year, my mum usually does a buffet for that side of the family. So
lovely. Remember when that suit got possessed earlier? That was fun. What's happened to that?
that was all the budget. No, I mean, Nick St. Nick does seem pretty much oblivious to the plot encircling him. And I still can't believe he's not worked out he's got all the magic Santa powers.
No, normally. He's even telling kids what they want for Christmas now, and he still hasn't figured it out.
Oh, he's just clocked that he can read the kids' thoughts.
He's got it. This film has 4 writers.
Wow.
How's that happened?
Immigration.
Immigration.
They're arresting Nick St. Nick for fraud.
What's he frauded?
It's the plot. All the proceeds are not going where they should.
But I thought he was an immigration officer.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's. Is apparently the only cop in Miami.
Apparently so. He made an enemy of this guy earlier in the movie as well, remember? So he's like on him. He's awful as well.
Proper like panto villain.
Yeah.
He's embezzling charity funds. He's like old Captain Tom Moore and his family, allegedly.
Good use of the word allegedly there, thank you. It gets into legal strife. Mom's turned up.
I really wanted to see a scene with them actually on a plane.
Santa decided not to bother. She's gone on her own.
Heidi's meeting a mother-in-law.
So it's like I don't really know the origins of Santa Claus. Is he a king of some variety?
I don't know. Can we just make it up? Is he king of the north?
King of the North. He's above the wall. Anything beyond the wall, he's the king of. I guess in some cultures he must be. Jasper should have figured it out. I feel like everybody's being deliberately stupid here. Why? My mum and dad used to have a TV cabinet just like that.
Yeah. Dominates the room.
Yeah, massively. You could shut the doors over the front of the TV. His bed even looks like a sleigh.
Oh, they're gonna make a break for it with the funds
Yeah, she's on
to the
on
Cayman Islands. Maybe he's king of the elves.
Maybe. You just Google, is Santa Claus a king?
Can I?
Yeah.
Can do.
Just to see what happens. Me too.
Says, did you mean is Santa just a big elf?
No, it's not what I meant. That's not what a king is. King Charles is not a big elf.
Well, St. Nick is described as being chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf,
Okay.
with a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
Yeah. It's been chucked in with Miami's finest. Look at these two guys.
Unclear.
Unclear. Okay. Who's King Wenceslas last looked out? Who's that? Is that Santa Claus? He looks familiar. I look like Snoop Dogg went flying.
King Wenceslas wasn't a king until he was posthumously promoted
Oh,
from a duke.
so he never actually did look out.
Yeah.
He was not a king at that point.
He was murdered in 935
Oh, wow.
by his brother, no less.
Murdered by his brother. Shocking. What's your favourite Christmas song?
Pop or carol?
Both.
I like Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Cool.
Uh,
Good choice.
That's the first one I go to.
Okay.
I think. What about you?
I really like Driving Home for Christmas by Chris Rea.
Okay.
But I've also got...
That's a bit boring for me.
I've got a bit of a soft spot for Stop the Cavalry.
Okay.
I like that. And what's that Spaceman one? The Spaceman Came Travelling.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
They're
Both not Christmas songs, but they actually are. What about Carol?
Of traditional ones, I quite like is it Little Drummer Boy?
Yeah.
Because I always think of like the one when David Bowie and Bing Crosby did random. Carol, Christmas Carol.
How did Bing Crosby and David Bowie end up in a song together? That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, he's telling him that he's got the powers.
Probably Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Good choice. Yeah, I think that's probably mine as well. Yeah.
Penny has dropped.
He shouldn't be surprised because we knew this at the beginning of the film that he was going to be.
Yeah.
He just hadn't
you
accepted.
look at what he knows. He knows he's the son of Santa.
Yeah.
He knows he was supposed to do the passing of the torch.
Yeah, on Christmas Eve.
And he knows his dad is magic.
Yes.
So I don't think it's a leap to maybe expect some weird stuff to happen.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He's made friends with all the felons.
He has. But the passing over ceremony wasn't supposed to happen until Christmas Eve.
No.
And yet the powers seem to have transferred before that.
Yeah.
How did the powers know that it wasn't going to happen?
Well, that's the Christmas magic.
Oh, okay. Or it's the bad writing. What are the two? Or is he not allowed to tell people?
No, he told Heidi, but she didn't believe him.
Oh.
Now he's telling.
And she also doesn't believe him. I don't think that's his name. His name's Nick St. Nick, not Nick St. Nicholas.
He introduced himself as that a minute ago.
Oh, did he? I'm so confused. He can zap himself. Of course he can.
By the power of Christmas.
Oh! It worked. This random kid that showed up in the tail end of this film, I feel like he should have been there from the start. And he
he's
should
now
probably have
attached
been her son.
to the group.
Yeah. If he was just her son from the beginning, it would have made a lot more sense. Oh, it didn't work. He just ended up outside.
Oh, he's in a bush.
Oh, I thought he was going to go to the North Pole, but he appears to have just gone outside.
Now they believe him.
He's escaped from prison, though.
It's Santa. He's arriving at Miami Airport.
I really enjoying Santa's hat. Nick my car. Nick my car, Nick.
Nick my car, Nixon Nick.
We're going to get a police chase. Lovely Trans Am.
It's like, this is 2002, but like the detective straight out of Miami Vice.
I feel like in Miami now there's still cops that look like that.
Yeah.
That from that shot then a minute ago was definitely not Kelsey Grammer
No.
driving that car. Oh.
Oh, he's making it snow
I wondered what was happening then. I was like,
to make it more difficult for the policeman.
and also, he said earlier it'd be a cold day in Miami before I become
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
It's gridlock in snowbound Miami.
What is wrong with this guy? He's in a whole different movie.
He's going to fly.
Oh, who needs reindeers when you've got a flying car?
Oh, Heidi's going to come unstuck now because she's the weather forecaster. Pre-recorded 90s. No, it's snowing outside.
Everybody knows that Heidi's full of shit. I'm going to marry her instead. It doesn't take him much to change his mind.
Just a pretty face.
Oh, he said, take me to my father, and his father's at the airport, and these two are also at the airport. Oh.
Santa is talking to Heidi at the airport.
And Nick St. Nick's going to appear right next to her. This is definitely a Frasier fever dream. He's 100% just playing that part. And he also gets married a lot in Frasier, or wants to get married a lot in
Yes.
Frasier.
Frasier always fell in love very
Did,
easily.
yeah.
Terrible editing. I'm not quite sure why Heidi's dressed like a gangster's mole.
She's had some very questionable dress sense all the way through this movie. What is on his shirt? Bottles? Various bottles of stuff.
Yeah. I can't tell if it's like booze or condiments.
I hope it's booze. He's just got pictures of ketchup all over his t-shirt.
There is a red one, to be fair.
There is. Oh, it's proper snowing now. First ever snowstorm in Miami. I wonder if that's true. I feel like that look of Santa is wasted in this movie. I feel like that's a great look.
It's good costume
It is.
design, isn't it?
It
And
looks
makeup.
very
Yeah.
Santa-y.
It's better than the movie it's in.
I picked that joke up a minute ago.
You did. It is a cold day in Miami. They have to talk. Oh, he doesn't want to be backseat Santed by his father.
Santa's dad. So they only get 100 years. You said that earlier. It was his 100th Christmas. There is an issue, though. Nick St. Nick doesn't appear to have an heir.
Yet.
But he's aged. Unless Danny takes over.
Kelsey Grammer's going to... Again.
You reckon? I know what you're going to say. I think you're right.
Put it this way. I wouldn't be surprised to hear of Kelsey Grammer fathering a
Being an
offspring, doing a Pacino.
So Kelsey Grammer's been married since 2011 and has 3 kids
Okay.
currently. That is his 4th wife. So not only does Frasier get married easily, so does Kelsey Grammer.
He has 7 kids with 4 women.
Wow.
Ranging in age from 39 to 6.
His 3rd wife is in the Hungover Games.
No way!
I love how things just always come back to this show. He's proposing again. Second
to a
proposal.
different woman.
But he's only just known for 2 days. Oh, he's passing the torch. It's not lit.
The narc's here. And he's been transported to a plane by the Christmas magic.
And he's going to arrest these 2 people that have been tied to a chair?
They've been ball gagged with mistletoe.
Ball gagged.
Kinky.
So Danny's going to be the heir. He's going to have to be because Kelsey Grammer's too old to have another kid.
Then they've all magicked away. Oh, Christmas robes.
He's got a beard.
Yeah, he's fully Santed up.
There he comes.
Wallace Shawn is back with his pointy head.
The movie is going to end the way it started.
With the ceremony.
Yada,
And
yada,
he is
yada.
crowned.
Well, a ceremony happens once 100 years, and he went yada, yada, yada in the middle of it.
Your Majesty.
So he is a king. King St. Nicholas. I feel like Danny got shortchanged on the costume department there. He's got a red jacket and a green hat on.
Let's go deliver some gifts.
Do you think Kelsey Grammer would play a good Santa Claus these days?
Yeah, I think he's got it in his wheelhouse.
Who do you think would be the best Santa Claus that's not played Santa Claus?
Nick Frost.
Oh, good answer that. And he's called Nick.
Yeah.
It's halfway
And it's
there.
called Frost.
He's got the most festive name out of everybody. That's a great answer. I can't even beat that. Who's Danny? Why do his parents not know where he is?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He's basically been kidnapped. He was like, all I did was playing drums in that band.
He did. He was the singer. Oh, the beard's fake.
No.
Say yo. It will be like Santa Claus the movie.
Mr. Nick St. Nicholas.
I thought he was going to call me Your Majesty.
Call me Daddy, I thought he was going to say.
They never have Rudolph. Do they? They always go with the ones
Yeah.
from that poem, but they never have Rudolph. Well, my prediction of what was going to happen for the rest of this movie half an hour ago very much came true.
Oh, it looks at the
creepy.
camera. Yeah, that was a bit
Creepy
creepy.
fourth wall break. I didn't like it.
I'm not sure having the two of them along to help him. That's it.
So
Calypso.
that's it. It's the end of our first watch along. Here was your credits. Calypso credits.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either. I don't know if we're just in the right mood for it. I very much enjoyed our conversation. I hope it didn't annoy everybody else who was watching.
Yeah, to let us know. We might do it again. We might not. But it's something different to try for us. And I mean, it was of its time, but
Yeah, it very much was of its time.
I liked especially the actual North Pole scenes.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, these look pretty good, and they're not dated as well because they're not in time. But
Contrasted nicely with Miami.
when you compare this to like, I can't help but think when we watched Smart Christmas last year,
It was much better than Smart Christmas.
Yeah. this was all right.
Filmed in Canada, apparently. Short credit sequence. Yeah, that was all right. It was what it was, wasn't it? It was a predictable Hallmark Christmas movie.
And it probably got Kelsey Grammer a new swimming pool or something like that.
It was just.
Or a really big.
When did Frasier
bag of
finish? We probably
cocaine.
should have looked that up at some point during that. But I imagine it finished around that sort of time. And yeah, it just felt like he was just carrying on playing that character.
He'd not had enough time away from Frasier to sort of explore.
Well, Frasier finished in 2004, so
Okay.
it was still going when that was.
Oh, so he would have done it on his summer break.
Summer
I presume.
break, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, that was very much enjoyed that. I hope everybody else did as well.
Well, I also think, just before we finish then, if it was done 2 years before Frasier finished,
yeah.
how much cash of Hallmark throwing at Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah, because Frasier was huge at that point.
Presumably didn't really need the money so much.
No, it's a good point.
Maybe he just wanted to do something for the kids.
Yeah, maybe.
Who
Maybe he
knows?
had young kids. He obviously had young kids. He's always had young kids by the sounds of it.
He has for 39
39
years. Yeah.
years.
So
Yeah, Frasier at that point in its run was huge when
Yeah.
it finished.
Yeah.
So that would have been peak Kelsey Grammer fame time. I very much enjoyed that, Nick. Thank you for joining me on this ride.
it was a pleasure. Yeah. We might do more. We'll see. We'll see.
Let us know what you think. If you enjoyed it and if you actually did watch that film along with us, let us know what you thought.
I mean, we're absolutely editing none of this episode, so
Well, I can't edit any
Yeah.
of it, so
It's
the
raw.
syncing will go out. This is a raw footage you're getting. So I guess thanks for listening. Have a very good Christmas.
have an excellent Christmas.
If you're
And
listening pre-Christmas,
Yeah,
or I
thanks.
hope you had a good Christmas if you were listening post-Christmas.
thanks for all your support through the year, as always.
Yes,
and we'll
absolutely.
be back in a couple of weeks as we start season 10.
We will indeed. How
Bottom of the screen.
exciting!
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Cheers!
Bye.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!